So at the end of the panel table, we have two executives in sports, and I know sports management is a big major here. So I'm pleased that they're here. And Jennifer and Michael work in a corporate setting in sports, but they both have very large entrepreneurial spirits. And I'd like to know how you use that entrepreneurial spirit to fit into the traditional corporate structure. It's not, you're not running your own business, but you're running your own brand within somebody else's business. Jennifer, could you give us a little something on that?
Sure. I think that if you look up the definition of entrepreneur, you'll see various definitions, but they all have a similar theme regarding leadership and taking initiative and taking on risk. And I think when you look at the qualities that we're all talking about, what having an entrepreneurial spirit means, there's a running theme there, and being unique, being creative, recognizing potential, seeing opportunities and seizing those opportunities. And I think all of that translates very, very easily into the corporate sector. I run a very, very small sports league, and we operate very much like a startup. We're only 3 years old. We're trying to gain a foothold in the marketplace. We're trying to gain new sponsors, new fans, new investors. And so all of those qualities are incredibly important for me, for the people that work for me, for my staff, for our teams, as we're trying to succeed in the business of sports. It's incredibly important if you're working at the NFL, which is an $8 billion behemoth by any means, but yet those executives, those people that are working for that league still need to have those qualities, because the next big thing is coming around the corner. And you have to constantly be changing with the times. I mean, as I think one of our panelists said earlier, everybody wants something now. They want it quick. So fans want to see their games right away. They want to see scores right away. They want to be able to buy their merchandise right away. And so for us in sports, we're constantly evolving, and having that mindset of an entrepreneurial spirit translates very easily into our sector.
Thanks, Jen. And Mike, let me just say, we're very fortunate to have Michael here today, because his playoff games bookend this thing, and we weren't sure until the NHL playoff schedule came out. We weren't sure if he was going to be here, but the New Jersey Devils played last night. They play tomorrow. We're very happy to have you. Mike, I know what you're about. I know sales is a big part of what you do as well. It's a big part of your entrepreneurial spirit. Give us a little bit about your entrepreneurial spirit and how it fits into the corporate structure.
Absolutely. I'd answer it in this manner. I control everything else with the exceptions of wins and losses. So it really, and you laugh about that, but that's the truth. There's emotional tie that fans have to sports that's really different than any other product. But at the end of the day, it is a product. We, in turn, have to try to bring people in and speak to them about spending their disposable time and or income with us when they have numerous other opportunities. So it is demanding that the people that work and ultimately manage this business, that we are entrepreneurs. And the word I would also use are innovators. But one of the things that's always interesting with innovation is that it's scary. And when you think of the NFL and you think of other sports and large sort of big box or blue chip brands or companies like that, the thing that is always interesting about innovation is it's risky. It's very public. It's very much out there. But without innovation, no matter what business you're in, you will die. It'll fall to the wayside. You will not be successful. Google, I had the fortunate opportunity while working for the 49ers to spend some time with the folks at Google. And if you really take a good hard look at the culture and the philosophical difference of what they bring to their employees, to their product, it's their attitude. They approach their business every single day under the impression that we fail 1,000 times a day. We fail 1,000 times. And you know what? It's okay. It's absolutely okay that we fail. Because without trying, without being unique, without aggressively trying to do something different, somebody out there is going to pass you by. So with being an entrepreneur, with being an innovator, it also has that backbone with recognizing that yes, there's risk, but I'm okay with that risk. And that's what translates not only through the general public sector, but within sports as well.
That's very good. And it's a great segue because you're talking about hurdles and failing. And hey, listen, that's a part of being an entrepreneur is to deal with the ebbs as much as you deal with the flows.